Hi guys, it is Popsicles for Fun, and today I have a tutorial, which I haven't done a tutorial in a really long time, but I have started making these. I figured out a good way to make some no-sew doll dresses, and I'm going to make a tutorial, so you can make these too, and you don't need a lot of stuff for them. So all that you need is some fabric. I just have some fabric. I got it I think it was Michael's. Scissors, elastic, and if you don't have elastic, which you may not have, you can use like thread or something. I mean, not thread, like lace or ribbon, lace or ribbon. And I have these sew-on snaps that I'm actually just gonna hot glue on. I'm not very good at sewing, and they're easier to glue on, actually, in my opinion. And if you want, you can sew these on if you're gonna use these. But you can also use Velcro. It makes it easier to have either these or Velcro. I prefer these because Velcro, wears out after a while. And these, they can fall off, but you can easily re-glue them. So I like to use these, and yeah, that's what I'm going to be using. You can go without these or Velcro, but it's much easier to do it with these or Velcro. And you'll just need a doll as a measurement. So I'm just using my Elizabeth doll, but you can use any type of doll. You can use Ever After High, Monster High, you can use American Girl doll, Bratz, any type of doll you want, and you can just resize this dress to fit them. And okay, so first take your fabric, and I'm just using this light blue cloth, kind of, and hold on. So what you want to do is you want to lay your doll on the fabric. I'm just going to put her hair out of the way. Kind of like where her shoulders are, so kind of like, this. So, yeah. And then you want to decide how long you want your dress to be. So, you can I made kind of a ball gown for Raven, and then like a short, fun dress for Draculaura, and I'm going to make kind of a shorter dress, like the one I made for Draculaura. So I want her dress to be about the length of her knees. So I'm going to cut like a little below her knees so I have some extra cloth, because you want to have a little bit extra. So just make a cut right here so you know where you're going to, how long it's going to be. And then you want to measure to see how much you'll need. So I need about a little less than this to fit her, but I'm going to cut a little extra again. So I have more, so I'll probably cut like right here. So I have a lot of extra. Okay, so now once you have your little measurements, you can move your doll and just cut out this piece of fabric. So it's going to do that. I'm sorry, my hands are kind of in the way, but you don't need to see this part. And this is where you can like resize it. So if you have like an American Girl doll or something, which is bigger, a lot bigger, you're going to need more fabric. Oh gosh, sorry. Okay. So I've cut this out. Oh, and one more thing, the elastic. This is the thinnest elastic they had at the store. I got it at Walmart. Oh, and I got these at Walmart too, the sew-on snaps. And if you use something like an American Girl doll, you're going to need a thicker elastic just so it can support them better. Because the thin ones work better for like smaller dolls, like Monster High or Barbie or Bratz and Ever After High. Okay, so now you have your fabric, and you kind of want to like test it to see if it fits. So, her hair's in the way. Okay. So, try it on and just kind of wrap it around her. So, it should be really loose, But mine is too long, so I'm going to cut it a little bit. Trim it. I don't want her dress to be that long. You really don't need a lot of fabric if you're doing it for like a Monster High. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and trim, over here because I have a lot of extra fabric and I don't need her to have that much. Just going to trim it to make it fit. Okay. Okay. And now you're going to need some way to make it stay on. So this is where you need your elastic or ribbon. So if you're using elastic like I am, just cut kind of, a small piece. Like this. That will fit around your doll's waist. So about this size for a Monster High doll, or Ever After High. And then you wrap it around your doll's waist, kind of right here, and just see if it fits. So mine is a little loose. You want it to be a little loose. So leave it like that, and I'm just going to trim it a little bit more, just see how this fits. Okay, so this is good, because I'm going to, yeah, you'll see. Okay, so now that you have this, take your snaps or Velcro, or if you're just using ribbon or lace, sorry guys, my camera fell over. You just can totally ignore this because you're just gonna tie this on. So if you're using ribbon or lace, you want to cut a longer piece so you have room to tie the back of the dress, like tie a bow. And I'm just gonna demonstrate with this though because I'm using this. Okay, so take your snaps. I'm gonna use a black one because they're easier to see on camera. And, hold on, let me just make sure they fit together. Good. Okay. So you're going to want to glue one on this side and one on this side. So I'm going to go hot glue these real quick. And this is the part where you can sew them on if you want, but I'm not gonna. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I've glued the snaps on. So now I can close the belt like this, and it'll snap close, and then I can unsnap it. Oop, okay. So, now what you want to do, take your doll again, and your fabric, and put the fabric around the doll, like how you're going to have it when you finish the dress. So let me just do this real quick off camera. And then, of course, you have a ton of extra fabric in the back. That's okay. So now, put your belt, your little elastic belt thing, around. And it's hard to hold this and position the camera. And buckle it. And this is where, if you're using ribbon or lace, you just, oops, hold on, it came unbuckled. This is where, if you're using ribbon or lace, you can just cut a nice piece of it and just tie it around, like use it as a belt and just tie it in the back instead of snap it if you don't have snaps or Velcro. And if you're using Velcro instead of the snaps, oh no, one of my snaps broke. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me just tell you this first. If you're using Velcro instead of snaps, then you're going to want, then you're going to glue the pieces of Velcro on and not the snaps. So I'll be right back, guys. I gotta re-glue this. Back again, I've re-glued it. So yeah, now let me just put my dress on my doll and I'll show you the results. And yeah, so yeah, you can use a lot of different things. Of course, with the ribbon, you can kind of like do a lot of things to this dress to make it your own, including the belt and the way you make it. Okay, so now let me show you. Ta-da! This is her dress, and it looks pretty good, I think. So the back though, it's not closed all the way. But there is a solution to this. You take another piece, you take more snaps or Velcro. And this is the part where if you only are using lace and ribbon, then you can't do this part, and that's kind of the bummer. So you should invest in some of these snaps or Velcro. So you glue the snaps or Velcro on, and then you can like snap or like Velcro it closed, and then it'll be good. So let me go glue this and show you. Okay, so I've glued some snaps to her dress, and now I can just snap them closed, and there. Now there's no hole in her dress. So I guess this is the end of my tutorial. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can, make these dresses. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I'll try to answer. And also, I forgot to tell you, if you want to add, like, some designs to your dress, like, jewels or gems or buttons or ribbon or lace, anything you want, you can do anything to make it your own, So enjoy this craft. Bye, guys.